For autistic people who were punished in childhood because their behaviors were odd and learned to mask by underreacting, by not sharing their feelings, the mask that the autistic person forms unintentionally is one of calm assuredness. Even though inside it feels like this chaos, this feeling that they're holding on for dear life, just trying to get through, not really understanding why their mask and rules work, but knowing that they do and applying those rules consistently. Autistic people with this mask of calmness tend to attract highly anxious people. And the reason for this is because in most social interactions, you're either absorbing someone's anxiety, calming them down, which makes them feel good, or you're giving off anxiety, which means that you are so anxious and in such a state of disequilibrium that the other person is absorbing your anxiety and calming you down, which makes you feel good. Because most relationships exist in this state of either absorbing or giving off anxiety that needs to be absorbed, the mask of calmness makes people feel calm, especially highly anxious people. And so when I work with autistic adults who are starting to unmask, one of the things that comes to the forefront is this sense that when they start to show their true self, show their hyperactiveness, their own anxiety, people who are used to having them absorb their anxiety freak out. They don't know what to do with it. They dwell on statements that seem out of alignment with this person that they know. And they'll come back and ask the person, why did you say that? Are you leaving? What's happening? Because they're looking for a calm reassurance that they normally feel when they're with that masked autistic person. On the autistic person's side, there's this feeling that, oh no, I've made another social misstep. By unmasking, it must be wrong to share this about myself. No, you're not doing anything that's off-putting or hurtful to them, except that you're being genuine and showing some mutuality and sharing your own concerns and anxiety, and they're not equipped to handle it. Yes, you may be the common denominator in this, not because you're a social problem, because your mask has collected people around you who are highly anxious and are unable to give space for your anxiety because they see your anxiety as judgment towards them. So they're miscoding what your anxiety means. They miscode your anxiety as interrogation or judgment. When you let down your mask and show who you are, this may require that the other person does work to better regulate their nervous system on their own. That doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. In fact, I think you should lean in more because it's going to help you feel more centered, more attached, more loved, more cared for by having people who can absorb some of your anxiety. But you're not wrong for doing it, and you're not doing something wrong.